Welcome back to another edition of Why It Works. I'm Joelle Martinick from Ginger Soul Photography here in Los Angeles. And today we are looking at this image of the ever gorgeous Judith Hill. If you are not familiar with Judith, she is an incredible musical artist, and you should definitely go check her out. For the session, we were working on some images for her single Runaway Train, and I'll pop the image that we used right here. Super fun, but love this series of images. We did downtown Los Angeles as well. So the first thing we're going to kind of look at is, right, we've got these leading lines that take us from the front of the image and lead us all the way to the back. Right. So it's a very cool location. And, what I love about it is that, you've got this very wide V. Again, V is kind of like a triangle. I love triangles. So it goes from very wide here at the top, or I'm going to say the top, to more narrow down here. So it really makes us feel like we are traveling through space, the space, not like space like stars and that kind of thing, although a spaceship might be kind of cool. um so there's that. And then, right, like all of these lines mimic that traveling backwards. So I think that is really powerful. She was going for sort of a grungier, like really street kind of feel. So, typically where I would remove maybe some of this background or this like distraction back here, I kept it because it just kind of, again, gave us space and time. So there's that. And then, I do actually love these skid marks, right, or tire marks, again, just giving us depth and interest in the ground of the photo. And then for her as the subject, right, I knew I was laying down on the ground on the street. I had her watching for traffic for me too as we were shooting. But so like I knew that I wanted to get her as tall as possible, and really in the foreground of this shot. So I laid down on the floor on the ground. I'm using my 24-70 lens here. For those of you that makes sense too, so that I could, I was really close to her and got down. And then I just said to her, she's not necessarily a dancer, but I was like, I really want movement in this shot. So I just had her like kick her leg up in a couple different ways, right? Like we kicked it out, she kicked it, she pulled it up. And I said, just kind of like throw your hand up, and just kind of like thrash a little bit. And so, you know, this isn't a pose that you could get statically. It definitely is a pose that you have to get doing movement. So, I love that she's smiling, right? Like you can see in there that she's got a smile on her face, because I know that she also felt a little out of her comfort zone. So, but I think that reads really well. And it does. You just feel all of the movement here. I love the separation of her legs here, all of this. She's got like another little triangle feel right here. And then, of course, there's my triangle up there as well. So love that. And then what works really well as well is, again, we've got like, oh, this isn't going to show up, right, because I'm using white. I'm going to pop that over here so that we can see what's happening. So, right, we've got all of this negative space here where her head is, so that she doesn't get lost in the background, right? So if we're reading the image from top down, right, because sort of the thing that grabs our most attention is these lines, right? So if we're reading the image from top down, right, we go down, 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 and we get her head first, and then we follow down to the rest of her body, right, and then back through the shot, right? Where if this was like filled in like it is over here, I think that she would get a little bit more lost in that shot. So sorry, I'm going to try and figure out how to get this back here. Yeah, great, perfect. Right, that she would get a little more lost in there, and she wouldn't feel like the focus of the photo. And definitely for her album cover, we wanted her to be the focus of the photo. So that works out really well. And I converted this one to black and white because I just felt like there were lots of colors and things all back here. And again, I really wanted to make her stand out. And she's wearing this cool leather dress, and the sort of like glossy highlights in this black and white conversion really sort of lend us to see all of this texture in here on her dress. So and that is why I think this image works. It's a true pleasure working with another artist. I love her vision. She definitely had a vision of what she wanted, and then really trusted me to play in that vision, and then like push her out of her comfort zone a little bit too. So it's super fun. Again, if you don't know her music, check it out. And that's why this works. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. So please come say hello or tell me what you think. And have a great day.